Welcome guys to the part 2 of this calculation course. So in part 1 you did forcing moves, short calculation, visualization, elimination and comparison. This course, part 2 will get more challenging because it will have some generic stuff like attack and defense where everything is mixed. Then you will see long calculation. Again, a lot of things will be mixed. Then you will do imagination and unusual pattern. So it will not be, there will not be any hint like, it will not be like elimination, for example. So, and then finally you will have a chapter called mixed test, where again, concept is you will, to create a situation like tournament. This mixed test will have even position from first course also. So there will be some forcing move, some elimination, some maybe short calculation, long calculation, all sorts of things. So it once again gradually will go from easy to hard positions, and it will be pretty much similar, creating tournament situation, speaking about various ways on how we can improve our calculation, some methods of thinking over the board, and also sharing some ways to work at home. Different positions, and also we'll speak a lot about psychology. For example, this position, the one which you are seeing here. I am playing Morosovich in 2002, and yeah, I think I was still not a Grandmaster, so just an IN. And one thing I knew about this Rai Lopez structure, this is my second game in Rai Lopez. As a kid, I was always playing Scotch in E4, E5. So then when I got invited to this World Cup, which had like 8 different groups, and each group had 6 players, and then it would be all play all. Our group had myself, Hari Krishna, Nigel Short, Morosovich, Beliavsky, and Jan Elvest. Anand eventually won the tournament. He was in a different group, and then top 2 would qualify. So for preparation, to prepare in this tournament, I thought, I should now, enough of Scotch, I should finally learn how to play Rai Lopez. My first game was with Beliavsky, first round, and I had completely winning position, which I lost. Second round, I'm playing Morosovich. So this position came, and one of the ideas that I knew, this with this bishop on d7 and everything, it's good to play d5 when black is not playing knight e7. My original idea when I played knight h2 h5 was to go back knight f3 and to play knight g5. Very standard. But then I thought there is one way in which I can play d5 and force the knight not to go here. And I found this tricky move, queen f3. The point is, if you play queen d8, I play d5. Now the knight has to go to queen side. I don't even know if it is a very big deal or something, but back then, this is what my knowledge and understanding was, that knight should not go here. You cannot play bishop g7 because I take. And if you play bishop e7, again I will play d5. You cannot play knight e7. This is how I played queen f3. Morosovich thinks for some time, and he plays king g7. I'm like, wait a second, this move was not working in my calculation. So I wanted to play d5. This was my idea. Here, and now check. Take here, and I'm winning. But then I saw, can you see what I missed here? Then I realized he can play bishop g7. And after I take, he can play this. And once I take, my queen is trapped. And then I didn't know what to do. So I thought maybe I tried making such things work, but nothing worked. Like take on c5 and then bishop h6. And then I'm sitting there. Within first 3 or 4 minutes, I understood what move I should play. Like that's the best practical move. But psychologically, it was so difficult. And I vividly remember this was my first so-called, strong tournament where top players are playing. In fact, very first tournament where Anand is playing and I am also playing. So I was 25-31 back then. And not only just like there were so many top 2700 players participated in this Hyderabad World Cup. So I realized now my queen is not doing anything. It is also blocking the knight. So probably the best move is simply to come back. Much younger, and I even to this day I remember, and I want to also show you how I did this with the pen. I was so embarrassed. I understood, first within 3-4 minutes, I have to play queen b1. In my mind, I am thinking, if I play queen d1, that's it. End of your career. Nobody is ever inviting you in any other super tournament. Amateurs plays like this, queen f3, queen d1. This is your first tournament, and how can you embarrass yourself like this? I am trying to find something else. But more I look at the position, I feel like, no, queen d1 is like, admit your mistake. You have made a mistake, just come back. Finally, I played queen b1. And if this is the score sheet and this is the pen. So I ensured that when I played the move, queen d1, wrote it, and kept the pen in such a way so that these last two moves are hidden. They cannot see, and nobody can see I played queen f3, queen d1. I literally did this, yeah. And okay, Anand is trolling, Ivanchuk is walking, Nigel is walking, and okay, everybody, not necessarily everybody is coming and looking at my game, but yeah, everybody is, watching all the games. I ensured that this queen f3, queen d1 is not visible, so my pen is blocking it. And okay, if it happens now, I would proudly play queen d1 because this is like one of the biggest strengths you should have. You made a mistake, admit it shamelessly that yeah, I made a mistake, I'm sorry, I come back. What next? But back then there were like too many thoughts, and I played queen d1. And the funny thing is, Morosovich blundered immediately. And in 2002, I was thinking maybe they are not used to, playing this kind of street players, like queen f3, queen d1, and he just got completely puzzled. He thought, with whom I am playing, and that's how he blundered. It's clear that's not the case, and he missed certain tactics. But his decision was very dubious one, irrespective of the blunder. White is better. Why white is better? White has center, better pawn flexibility, and black has nothing against it. Black is passive, but it doesn't mean that he has to lose immediately. So he played as completely shocked. He wanted to eliminate everything. He took everything, and I was completely shocked. Like how? How do you get your bishop here? I'll just play bishop b2. And why did you volunteer into this spin? I don't know what was his thought, but probably he was provoking me. So now either you come back, then maybe he'll play king g8 and so on, or do you want to take, or maybe take, yeah, like how do you want to continue? So this is your moment. Pause the video and tell me how do you want to continue the attack. So of course, if we take twice, this is hanging. If you got obsessed with such lines, maybe this is what he was provoking me. Probably this. Probably rook e5. But black is a rook up after all. So, but he missed something which is a bit unusual. Yes, I want to take here. I want to exploit this. I want my queen here. But this is not the only path to get to g5. This is also there. And finally, this is also a square. So the tactics is very simple. It's only two moves. But the pattern is slightly different. Takes and now queen c1. This is what he completely missed. Now he cannot save this bishop. If he goes back, then knight h5, queen g5, and resigns. So in the game he had to play king g8, and I take, and I'm materially up. So some unusual pattern takes, and here I ended up winning this game. My first game where I defeated some top player. Then this is round 2. Round 5, I play against Nigel Short. And I get to a position, where f4, some such things happen. Yeah, this is the position. So black to play. What do you think about the position? And once again, put yourself in a tournament situation and tell me how would you play. This part 2 course is of course going to be more challenging than part 1 because we are gradually progressing. Yeah. So this one, be very careful. Just a heads up. I missed it in a tournament game. Nigel missed it, but so it's as follows. I played a move which Nigel thought is a blunder because of certain tactic. I had seen the tactic. I thought his tactic is a blunder because I had a counter tactic that Nigel did not see. And when I played this counter tactic, he was about to get up, and then he saw the move and he just sat on the board and he thought for like 25 minutes. And then he found another counter blow which I missed, which makes my first move a mistake. Now, my original idea was to play something like rook e8. White's main purpose is this. I'm just wondering why white cannot take here. Because I have queen e2 maybe, yeah. Takes, and maybe I have this. Yeah, this queen e2, yeah. Some form of check here, and I'm protecting here. So, after rook e8, he would play f5. And this is what I had seen. It's a complicated position, but why should I be scared at all? Initially, I saw a move, then I discarded it. I thought, oh, but this is his idea. If I play this move, then, it's a blunder. And then I suddenly saw, oh, no, that's not a blunder. I have a counter brilliant move. So, rook f4. Did you calculate this move and how far did you see? If not, this is the time you pause the video and do it again. I took rook f4. What can go wrong? If he takes, I take. I played rook f4, and it was like a immediate. Nigel immediately played the move because he thought I blundered, and I also blitzed out my next move. So Nigel thought rook f4. I entirely missed the move queen h5. It's a brilliant move. Now if I take bishop f4, there is just no way to save the bishop because it's a mate here. And white is threatening to take here. White is also threatening to play bishop h6. Basically, I have to resign. I saw queen h4 and this was my trap. I thought after queen h4, Nigel missed this very strong move, rook e4. Now this is pinned. I want to play rook e5. How are you going to play? You can play this, which is what I was expecting, but then I'll play rook e5. Attack here, attack here. And I thought he will have to give the queen, maybe something like this, or he can play something like queen f3. But in either case, I was not worried about this position. Now the question is, what did I miss? So he was thinking for quite some time, and finally he plays the right move. Bishop h6. This I did not see at all. The problem here is, if I take, he is not taking here. Now he takes rook g6. I do not have rook e5 anymore like in the previous variation, because rook g8 is a mate. My bishop already moved, while I cannot take here because it's mate. So bishop h6, and now I'm lost. I played rook e6, rook g3. Rook will come to h3. Couple of more moves, and here I resigned. So the position was still equal here. Rook b8 and black is actually fine. But this whole tactics is unusual, and there is also some shift in emotion. You get excited with queen h5, spotting rook e4, but then again missing bishop h6 and so on. So yeah, that will be it, and these are just trailer. Of course, in the main course you will have many interesting positions, and yeah, let's solve together. Let's also find some new method of training, and also how to calculate during a game. Look forward seeing you in the main chapter, guys. Bye bye.